Opolis on the desk producing tonight. We still have the one and only the Croctopus, and with me on the desk is K-Flip. K-Flip, how's that first series? That was a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, I had a ton of fun casting that first series, and it was nice to see Fusion take that 3-1 win. But I'm excited for this contender matchup we're about to see.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got some contender ahead of us here. It will be Antimatter going up against Aluminum. So it is going to be Antimatter with Poke Ninja, Sugar Biscuit, Ewu, and Iroh. I'm liking those names. These last two are fun. And then on the aluminum side, we've got Trey, Sentinel, K Doughboy, and me on display. So with that being said, it should be about that time to get rocking and rolling here. We've got everyone in the lobby. We just need to make sure we get everyone to actually get in and join. And then we will have the first 5 minutes on the clock. This is a series of 4. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into it.
Yes, sir. We got Antimatter in the blue and the best team in the world, Aluminum, in the orange. I'm totally not biased because that's the same franchise as I am. Sentinel will take the ball, gets a nice flick over 1, over 2, almost no. Poke Ninja will get the save. The pass coming out over to be on display. No, it's almost a double tap accidentally coming from display. That was passed over to K Doughboy. It's kind of a weak shot. Sugar Biscuit over to Poke Ninja, and this seems like a really faster game already than the challenge matchup from earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking clean so far. I mean, we're going to see how this continues. And a lot of times teams come out and kind of do that feeler match, that initial start when they get on stream. But it's looking like they're not having any of it. They're not slowing down whatsoever. They're coming out with the pure speed, the anger, the rage. They want this ball to go into the net. So far, no one's been able to make that happen. Poke Ninja, in collaboration with Ewu, is trying to make it happen. Couldn't get past the defense, and then there's going to be a demo for their effort. Going to be stalled out here at the midfield line. A good pop shot on from midfield, but me on display shuts it down. Sugar Biscuits, big tester coming through from midfield, and there it is. Bang, starting us off strong. Antimatter, 1 on the board.
You guys can't see it in chat, in Twitch chat, but these guys are being wholesome. They're nice shotting each other from the opposition. And that was a great shot from Sugar Biscuit to start off the series. But let's see if the Aluminum can come back.
Yeah, I don't want any of this wholesome nonsense. Go for the throat. I want to see some victories here. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to see some good old-fashioned Rocket League. Let's see who's going to take this. So far, Antimatter first on the board. An opportunity coming through yet again. The pressure is starting to mount. You can see a lot of this side-to-side ball tends to favor the oncoming offenders, but able to finally get it past the halfway line. Sentinel shut down. Gets demoed for their effort as well, but it's going to be high on the backboard. Sugar Biscuits has a lot to do. Can they get it? No, but neither can the oncoming Sentinel. It's actually going to be quad fakes, we'll call it. Can't actually get any connection on the ball, except for Sentinel, who's going to get the slow roller. Getting one tied, back on the board.
The cogwheel coming out from Aluminum, just backboard, 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 and finally the defense breaks down, and the Sentinels just get the slight shot, like just rolling into the net. 3:10 left. We have a tie game.
Looking good going both directions. You seen anything that's sticking out to you as far as which way you'd be leaning with this series outside of your completely biased side?
No, I think it's still Aluminum. I've seen them play outside of these matches, and they honestly are really good for being contender. Sentinel with the touch. If I get a double, and there's the be on display with the cleanup off the little touch from Sentinel, and Aluminum had the lead.
Good play there, getting the defenders each individually to bite. I like how they didn't immediately try and go towards net. They got one of the defenders to jump out. One was frozen on the goal line, and really all you needed was that last one to be a little bit slow to the ball and able to get one on the board. Aluminum up 1 the better, and a big demo coming through. Not able to make the conversion happen, however, bought a lot of space, but Ewu going for the transition isn't going to allow that demo to really pay the dividends that you would have liked to see. So it is going to be Doughboy up high. Sentinel's going to come in, try and take over, get this press going. Good pop to get past one. Let's see if they can get past another. No, Poke Ninja comes through and pokes it out to the side. Again, not allowing this ball to get towards the box, but Sugar Biscuit finally is able to send it down to the orange side. Ewu's running in, and Ewu is gonna score it.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate defensive touch. K-Doughboy had to block that touch from Sugar Biscuit, and Ewu was just waiting because he knew that was gonna happen. A tie game with 2:12 left on the clock. Dang it!
Don't sound so sad.
If they had waited 10 more, if they had scored 10 seconds earlier, they could have had 2:22 on the clock with a 2-2 scoreline. But not everything's perfect. The ball goes over to the orange corner. Neon Display is on it, gets a 50 out, goes over to the center. Display will try again, gets blocked away by Poke Ninja. Now K-Doughboy gets a touch, he goes over back to Display. And little awkward coming out from the orange side on this defense. Sentinel will take it though. He will get it out of that defensive half. Sentinel with the touch, tries to get it center, but he's just there. Pass over to Poke Ninja.
Oh,
and,
is that gonna go?
No!
Oh my! From down, Poke Ninja, the whole way in their box on the other end just gets it down. I mean, a lot of the reason there was that much space is a bunch of boost was just missing. The boost woes were there for about 10 to 15 seconds from Aluminum side of things. They weren't able to go and get those big canisters, and so it led to an opportunity going the opposite way. Top bins not able to go through, but hey, the follow-up Sentinel tying us back up immediately.
Good pressure from Display. It didn't go in, but it provided enough pressure to throw up the defense, and it was a perfect setup for Sentinel to slide it in the near post. A 3-3 scoreline with 1 minute and 28 seconds left.
But who's going to take it? That's the big question. So far, we're none the closer to knowing who's actually going to win this game. Good opportunities going through. Sentinel not able to convert on that one. Nice back pass coming through. Keep that forward momentum on the offense. Got a little bit ahead of it. Actually looked like they were going for Poke Ninja. Trying to open up some space here. You can see how much physicality is trying to come through for Aluminum. As I say it, Demo on the goal line, but Third Man playing patiently at the midfield line. Actually gets clean beat here, but you can see they're going for those big canisters, trying to make sure they don't have those boost woes that led to the slow roller. Not able to get a hold of that one. This is going to die in this corner here. This does ultimately help Antimatter with a lot of this pressure going from side to side in these corners. They can steal the boost. They can create the pressure. See if it can lead to anything.
Sentinel with a touchdown over to Ewu. Ewu get the touch over. It stays in the orange half. You get a flick over one. Can he finish it off? No, a clear coming out from Display. Poke Ninja now. He takes possession. He might have a shot on target. Is it on target? No, it's off the crossbar. Follow from Ewu is not there. Sugar Biscuit is waiting patiently in the backfield. Sentinel, he misses the ball. Sugar Biscuit, now he gets the shot opportunity. K-Doughboy is there to touch it this time. He's another touch past another. And he 50s the third guy. A lot of space in the backfield. Can he get this touch? No, it's off the crossbar. Display with the shot. It goes wide. Unfortunate way that they couldn't capitalize it. And now we have our first overtime of the night in game number 1.
Absolutely tragic getting to overtime. There was 2 really good opportunities in that final 10 seconds, but wasn't able to get the whole way around it. Am I hearing? Is Doughboy using a horse? What did I just hear? I swear I just heard a horse. But hey, with that being said, we are going to get overtime, first of the evening for this series. I don't remember if there was one in the first. I'm actually saying it out loud. But anyway, opportunities coming through for the Aluminum. Sugar Biscuit just sending it to the side, trying to make it awkward for Sentinel. But Sentinel's going to be able to come in, create a little bit of that press, gets a bump in the backside as well. So Doughboy is going to try and continue this, keep it in the corner, try and get the defense to not be able to get a hold of that ball, get a meaningful clear. Looking like it's going to be a battle at midfield, but no, Poke Ninja has an option to go again. Runs out of boost halfway through the aerial. A little bit awkward on it is Ewu, so Sugar Biscuits calls off. Has an opportunity for a floater down mid, and it's going to go through. It's going to be off the post. Ewu had a clean look at the frame, wasn't able to get it around. A few opportunities going wayward both sides, so it's anyone's game yet again.
Breath of relief coming out from the Aluminum side, and breath of relief from me because I am biased. But a pass coming out from behind Display. He's getting angled in. No, what a save coming out from Sugar Biscuit. Poke Ninja with a miss. Ewu will take it for him. Ewu now off the backboard. Is there a defender waiting? No. Beyond Display with a triple tap on the side wall to get it out of their own half. Now Sugar Biscuit pop over to his teammate Ewu. Ewu's just there. Tries to put it in.
Demo.
The demo. Great clear coming out from I think that was Display. Now Sentinel has a good backfield possession here. Another demo. These demos are coming out big in these overtimes. in this overtime, I mean. A clear coming out from Sugar Biscuit. Thankfully, Sentinel's there for the touch, but this might be awkward.
Another
Double coming out. Is this a shot opportunity
bang!
for Poké Ninja to end the game? 1 minute and 54 seconds in this first overtime, and Antimatter will take this first game.
Yeah, you were saying it, the big difference was a lot of those demos coming through. Finally, the most meaningful one came through at the end there. The retreating defender wasn't able to get in front of the oncoming offender. And that's all you needed to see. But my word, Aluminum putting up 10 shots, Antimatter 9. So extremely close entire way across the board. One would expect that going into overtime. A close game the entire way through. So honestly, not much you got to change going either direction. Almost everyone on the entire field had cycles as well. I mean, looking clean from both of these teams.
Absolutely. And for the Aluminum, I just feel like the only thing they have to do is just regain and think that they did play a great game one. It's just those demos coming, those like, aggression coming out from Antimatter. If they can just avoid those a little bit more, or just create a lot more possession, a lot more pressure on the blue half, then they'll just like start. It might start running away with it. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know which team could just like slump at any moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why we play the games. Everyone has their opportunity to come out here, win each individual game, and especially with the first one in this series of 4 being so very close, there's options going either way. So let's see if Aluminum can come back, tie us at the 1-1, or will Antimatter continue their climb to greatness? Let's see here in this next 5 minutes.
Great kickoff coming out from Aluminum. Sentinel they contact on the ball. 2 blue players in their own corner, and a little bit of team 50s coming out there. As can there be a 50? No, it goes over to Ibu. It's a dangerous position for the defense, but Display is able to be patient, and she'll be able to carry it out of the net. Ibu beats Doughboy, but Sentinel is right there. It goes over to the left side. Display will be over there, but it beats Poké Ninja. It's going toward the middle. Sugar Biscuits is blocked away by Doughboy. Sentinel also gets blocked by the Antimatter guy. Evo is going for the demo, but Display avoids it. Yet another one. The Display trying to get off to a teammate. A pinch attempt coming out, but it was kind of weak because they just accidentally bump each other. Now over to K Doughboy. Sends it back into the blue half. A 50 coming out. Is he going to roll to the center? A little touch coming out, and it's over to Evo. These Antimatter players are really connecting when they're on defense, and then when on offense, it's just a lot of aggression coming out. These guys are a pretty good team. I definitely see them going to the playoffs, but as I say that, oh, a very close shot coming from Poké Ninja. I was just talking so that I wouldn't show my bias. Sugar Biscuit with the shot going over the left side. Sentinel, the touch back to his teammate K Doughboy. He was trying to send it back upfield, but no, Ewa was there. Thankfully, me on Display is just there waiting as the third guy. Poké Ninja, pop over. Is it gonna go down? What a dead 50 coming out. Almost a solo play opportunity, but Display will carry it out. And now Display sneaks a pass. He's sneaking past all the defenders. Being on Display, the best player in the world, side to Prem. She scores the first goal in game 2.
There it is, sneaking past all 3 there. And hey, shout out Eli Gaming 38. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. How's the stream? But with that being said, we got to see how things are going here. Good way to start it off for Aluminum, but a lot of really good pressure coming through from Antimatter. A bunch of demos. The physicality so far is coming out in full force for Aluminum, and it seems like it's causing a little bit of disruption for these rotations, because right now it's slowing down Antimatter. They're not able to really get that entire playbook going that they had in the first game. So it's slowing everything down, not able to get out of the zone, and it's going to lead to opportunities. And here it is yet again. Doughboy this time, able to shut it down. Iwu a little bit awkward in this back corner. Me on Display says, no, that's my ball, down towards mid, and Doughboy just won the faster. Gets on the board yet again.
I want to point out to you, Crop, that Beyond Display was the #1 pick in the draft for this Contender team. And so she is putting up really good plays here. She has 417 points coming in with only half the game left to go. A pass coming in. Can K Doughboy finish it again? No. Getting cleared away. Now Ewu gets blocked by me on display. A lot of pressure coming out from Aluminum. Goes over to Ewu, tries to control it a little bit this time. Gets past one. Tries to roll it over the center.
Doomsy?
Honestly, no, try to go for a solo play. That was a really close opportunity. Sentinel with a good flick over one. Me on display, and it's back to the blue half again. Display over to Sentinel. Can Sentinel get a touch off the backboard? It's bouncing, but Sugar Biscuit is there to read it.
Opportunity, and this is where the press is going to start to begin. This happened last time. Ball gets down into this back corner here, and then the defense just gets a little bit scrambled. The opportunities come through for Aluminum. Let's see if this playbook can come through again. Sugar Biscuit awkward on the ball, but so is Doughboy, a little bit jumpy on it, not able to get the entire way around it. Sentinel just trying to keep this pressure. His third man wasn't able to do so. And it's going to go down to Ewu, trying to go near post, read by the defender, able to keep it out. Display has just been putting up absolute numbers on the defensive and offensive line. I mean, that's who you got to shut down right now. And so far, it's looking like Antimatter doesn't have the answer this time around. Attempt at a backboard pass, wasn't able to get the whole way around the defenders. Good, clean touch to the ball. Again, me on display, and the passing play out of the corner here. Like I was saying in the last play, you get it down to this corner, it gets dangerous, and Doughboy setting up me on display perfectly.
I'm sorry. This is Contender? A 78-mile-an-hour passing infield pass that didn't even touch the ground. I can't believe my eyes. These players are better than me. I've been here for like 8 seasons, so this is very impressive coming out from Aluminum. Sugar Biscuit, an unfortunate bad pass that his teammates weren't expecting, and be on display. A hat trick coming out. She's got 728 points this game. She can't be stopped.
Yeah, the entire rest of the lobby's sitting at around the 140 mark, and then we just have me on display. Yeah, let's get a call up for numbers right now. Let's see, I just want to get that Rocket League tracker going real quick. But my word, me on display is making it happen right now. They are everywhere on the field, and they're being facilitated beautifully by their teammates. And speaking of which, Doughboy, not to be outshone so easily, gets one on the board as well.
The slot upper 90. God, nobody's saving that shot. It was a very close attempt for Poke Ninja, but wow. It's just dominant in game 2 for Aluminum with 46 seconds left. Goes over to the left side of the field for the orange team. Goes over to the middle. Ewu tries to get it to a teammate, but nobody is there. Okay, Doughboy gets a 50 with Poke Ninja. Now Sentinel pass over to be on display. Goes over back to the orange goal line. Ninja with the shot goes over to the side. It was off target anyway. Sugar Biscuit with a touch. He might go for a second shot here, but ends up not making contact on it. Poke Ninja now on the backboard. Can he go for a double tap? No, he went too high on it. It was a very close opportunity. These Contender players are trying so hard to get these mechanical plays, and for the most part, it's really good to see because they have the control for it. Final seconds counting down. A very, very dominant game from Aluminum in this game 2, and we have a tie series.
My word, dominant is an understatement. The amount of times that I have seen a team lose a very close overtime to come back and just absolutely destroy the next game. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this much of a blowout, but I felt like Aluminum was ultimately coming in, even though they lost that first game, with the momentum. And me on display, I mean, it was a 1v3 out there. Just look at that. 3 goals on 3 shots, getting an assist as well, and the most saves in the entire lobby. What more can you ask for out of an individual player than just facilitator in every single facet of the word? I mean, they did everything. Well done.
Ugh. I want to say I'm hyped for this, but I'm a caster. I'm a caster. I can't show my bias or else I'll be canceled. Antimatter, they had some good pressure in the first like half of that game, somewhat, but like they were just getting outpaced that entire like back half. If they could just keep up the pressure and just like stay in their zone, like make the Aluminum play for them, I feel like they could have a better game 3.
speaking of game 3, here it is, 5 minutes on the clock, game 3 of 4. Who's going to start off the better? It's looking like the opportunities are starting to come through early yet again for Aluminum. They did this in the last game, got the ball down into that corner pocket, and then started the press. Finally able to get a demo at the midfield line, should open up some space for the defenders to get a play, but jumping off the goal line is Sugar Biscuits, so this is actually going to open up the offense to come through. Sentinel pop towards mid, and bang! There it is. You could see the jump from goal opened up so much space for the offenders to come through. Sentinel, recognizing they've got that space, pops it up, and who else would it possibly be than me on display, putting the first one on the board?
Beautiful flick coming out from Sentinel to pass it up to the best player in the world. Sugar Biscuit goes off the corner. There's an opportunity now, but no, it's a clear coming out from display. Sentinel gets a good pop over one. Is it a pass to the teammate? No, a double commit coming out from Antimatter to clear out of the way. Is there an orange player coming though? Because Sentinel gets a touch, but Pokemon is there to block him. Now display with the Sentinel with good doink opportunity, but it doesn't happen. Now over to the blue right side. A little awkward there in their own corner. They just seem to like fumble over each other. Ewu will get the possession, gets cleared away by Sentinel. The shot on target isn't going in. Almost a dunk coming out, but Sugar Biscuits there for the save. Display on the backboard. Is it a pass coming out?
Dangerous.
Display off the crossbar. It's still the pressure still coming out for the Aluminum. And another 50 coming out is going to the blue half again. Oh, it seems like a couple K-flips are coming out. I seem to influence those a lot in the franchises I'm in. K-Doughboy gets blocked by Sugar Biscuit. Sugar Biscuit keeps possession of the ball. Be on display. Tries to get a touch, but he goes over to Poke Ninja, who can't get a ceiling touch on it. He just leaves it for a teammate. Ewu, who tries to take possession, good pass opportunity, but K-Doughboy with the long clear. And the defense is called out. Poke Ninja went for the boost, and K-Doughboy would punish. 2-goal lead.
That's absolutely tragic. You can see Pokey, I guarantee you the ball cam was off, just running for that corner boost, thinking they had time to get back to it, and it was the ball spending, what, 5 seconds on the orange side, and they just immediately score from it. This has been an absolute showcase so far from Aluminum. They're doing what they need to do, but an opportunity for Ewu to pop up, and Doughboy shuts it down. It's looking like the opportunities are indeed there for Antimatter, but just not able to get around that defensive line. Whether or not it's Doughboy with the quick aerials or me on display just being in the server, it's looking like it's going to be difficult to get one on the board.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of pressure coming out for the Antimatter now in this game, in the final half, and it seems like Aluminum are now trying to they're giving up more space to the team, and what a save from K-Doughboy! Oh my goodness! I said that they were giving Antimatter more space. It seems apparently not. They just have the defensive capabilities to just stop anything. Sugar Biscuit though with a shot. Sentinel is there. Can he get the clear? Yes, he can. It's blocked away. A big clear opportunity coming out for K-Doughboy, but Sugar Biscuit will tap it on the corner. Might get a second touch, but Sentinel will be there. Poke Ninja off the backboard. Get a touch over to Ewu, who tries to get a pop to the center. K-Doughboy gets a pass one, gets bumped out of the way though. Sentinel was able to cover for him. It's rolling towards the center. Is there a shot in? No, Ewu with the clutch save coming out for his team to keep him at a 2-goal gap.
My word, the opportunities are coming through. Sentinel coming for the carry at the midfield line, gets shut down by Sugar Biscuit. It's going to be a big send in the opposite direction. Doughboy just waiting patiently. Ewu trying to show their hand, not able to get the 50, and it's going to be a double commit. Favorable so far for Antimatter, but it's going to be Sentinel strong with the clear yet again. Good speed up to the ball. Doughboy sends it down. Sugar Biscuit's in a race for that boost at midfield. So it's going to be one just briefly for the sake of the Antimatter, but can they convert? Opportunities galore, but it's stopped out at the side. Here it is yet again, sent to the orange side of the field, and it's going to be me on display. You got to stop him quick. You can't allow any time on the ball. Pop down, Ewu finally able to break that midfield line. See if they can get one on the board. Pop down towards mid. It's going to be me on display, and Sentinel in a race for the ball. Gonna let it just die out here for a moment, and Sugar Biscuit's gonna take advantage, send it right back into the zone.
Oh, a big opportunity coming out for Antimatter, and Poking Ninja will get the shot with 40 seconds left, and they have an opportunity to tie the game.
Yeah, good opportunity coming through and beautifully placed there. Just one real quick call out. K Doughboy currently sitting at 471 points. Not too unlike our best friend Karshawn. Happy 71st yet again. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back. I hope your nap was nice. I hope you got your meds in. And welcome back to this absolute steamer of a game. And Sentinel putting another one through. Final 30. They are not relenting. They're continuing this offensive press and trying to get more on the board.
Oh, Poking Ninja couldn't keep control of the ball, and just Aluminum were just there to punish for every Antimatter mistake. A 2-goal lead now with just less than 30 seconds left. Even with a shot opportunity, isn't going in the net. No, it's not. Be on display. Just leaves it. Oh no, actually yeah, just leaves it for K Doughboy, clears it out. Gets over to the orange half. Doughboy now on the right wall, tries. He might get a pass center, but no, it takes it by himself. Final 10 seconds. Antimatter need a goal now, but it's stuck in the blue half. It's not gonna happen, and it looks like Aluminum will get their second game for this series, and another pretty dominant one at that. Not as dominant as game 2, but dominant nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of what Aluminum does is they go for the kind of one-on-one play. They try and get somebody to bite, and they just outspeed them. They just absolutely win with the mechanics department, and then they find a teammate and they get those passes down. It's really the big differentiator right now. Antimatter just going for that kind of dump and chase, whereas Aluminum is going down, trying to slow the play, get one to bite, and it's working more often than not. I mean, they're coming out, they're getting the goals, and then they're getting the insurance on top of it, and it's just leading to what almost seems like easy victories. They're doing work, and a lot of it too is coming from the goal line saves.
We have B on display as the MVP in game number 3 of K Doughboy in this game. Display on game number 2. K Doughboy in this game number 3. Sentinel, it's your time to shine. I'm probably cursing this, but I don't care. You can do this. You've been popping off all series. You've been diming up your teammates. Now it's time for you to get that MVP for this 4th game.
Absolutely. And with that being said as well, this is the 4th game for the 2nd series of the night. So this will be everything, ladies and gentlemen. So get all of your energy into this one. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. Game 4 between Antimatter and Aluminum. Who's going to take it?
Fiend just gave me a good reminder. Everyone just type hashtag #FeetPics for Limon in the chat. As we get to this game, as we get to this game 4, Sentinel with the clear downfield gets blocked away. Okay, Doughboy with the long shot. It's open net, but it's going off the post. Is it a follow-up going there? Display with a pop. It hits the corner. It's going up. Is there a follow-up shot? Sentinel, as I was talking during the game break, he is popping off now and gets that beautiful goal in, and a nice dime up from Display.
Hey, you called on them, and they came out and delivered in spades. They made it happen, putting the first one on the board here. Let's see if they can continue this press so far. Aluminum looking a little bit the better, but it has been many opportunities for Antimatter to get one in or close to in. So let's see if they can come back here yet again at a deficit early in the game, and it might be another opportunity to the backboard. It's all going to be up to Iwu. Gets a touch out to the side, but Sentinel's trying to keep this in the box. Sugar Biscuit in a race. Sentinel's going to be low on boost for quite some time. That big corner boost isn't going to be there. Racing back to get that midfield, but it's going to be Pokey sending it down. Nice touch off the backboard to get past 2. Sugar Biscuit trying to keep it in the orange zone. Racing to the side, not able to get a touch on the ball. It's going to be Sugar trying to get the continuation, seeing if they can get this press going. But Neon Display is having none of it. Sends it out, relieves all of that pressure that was starting to mount for Antimatter, and might even convert the other way. No, sent to the side.
Goes over to the orange half. Antimatter, they need some pressure in order to get a goal. As I am talking, Iwu gets that goal from a great pass from Sugar Biscuit. We have a tie game, 3:41 on the clock.
It's just that one touch. Well done. That's what I was saying that they weren't doing in the last game. Isolating a player and then getting the pass down. They were able to get the ball into the orange side, but they weren't converting. So that time around, they finally were able to isolate the defender and get it to the teammate. The two pieces of the pie that you gotta put together. That's not how that works. It's a puzzle. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Doughboy has all the time in the world, but he's actually going to take their time getting back to it. Finally gets a big 50 down into the blue half. So it is going to be Poke Ninja getting called off by Ewu. Gets a big 50 down. Is in another foot race. It's going to go as far as the midfield line. Going to be a lot of side-to-side ball here. Nobody really taking clear advantage of some forward progression.
Sentinel goes over to K-Doughboy. Can he finish it off? No, Ewu is there for the touch. It looks like Antimatter are being a lot faster this game. A good 50 coming out from either side. Poke Ninja tries to get a touch center. Sentinel's just waiting. A double commit coming out from the Aluminum side. K-Doughboy's there, just perfectly on the ball though. Poke Ninja will clear it away. Be on display. It's a lot of back and forth coming out between that midfield. Now it's cleared over to that left side. Poke Ninja might be able to beat a guy, but it goes cleared out to the left side. A lot of space coming out from both teams as the ball just sits there. Sugar Biscuit, a pass over to the center. Can even get another center going out. K-Doughboy is there for the clear out. Now be on display, bangs it off the wall, goes over to an opponent, and K-Doughboy, back to K-Doughboy. It's just the offensive cogwheel for Antimatter and the defensive cogwheel for the Aluminum. Very close opportunity, but it goes off the crossbar. Another good shot, but saved away by K-Doughboy. Ewu with the center. Can he take it by himself? No, it goes way wide. And he's still on possession. He's desperate to get that lead. Now Sugar Biscuit with a touch. Almost caught the entire Aluminum defense out of position, but Sentinel was there. Oh, unfortunate touch. And Ewu with the shot off the crossbars there. Follow-up shot from Poke Ninja. And Antimatter have the lead.
My word, that was a screamer coming through 65 miles an hour. Ewu beats one, me on display. Finally wasn't able to get a clean touch on the ball. I feel like that's the first time in almost the 20 minutes that we've been watching here. 20 plus with the OT. Finally, me on display isn't able to make the touch, and it's going to go the Antimatter way. Getting, my word, getting absolutely dribbled there. Sugar Biscuit was just going the entire way down the other side of the field. Gonna immediately send one back in. Sentinel's got to be clean with this touch. Just gonna go to the corner. The boost woes are gonna start to come through for Aluminum. It's gonna be a really good boost and positional advantage, but Doughboy's gonna send it down to try and open up that space. Sugar Biscuit a little bit awkward, just going for the backflip. Sentinel gets a big fake in as well. This going to be out to display, not able to get the whole way around it. Opportunity not quite taken advantage of, but it was there. And speaking of opportunities taken advantage of, Poke Ninja's having none of it.
Great pinch coming out from Ewu, and the Aluminum defense was not expecting it, and Poke Ninja was like, oh, you guys are just awkward? Alright then, the ball is just free for me. And they get a 2-goal lead with a minute left. We'll see if Aluminum can come back and try to get a positive record instead of an even one.
Last minute, it's going to be insurance for Antimatter. This would be to tie up the series, have a 2-2 night instead of the 3-1. Sentinel trying to go for the slow play here at the midfield line. Isn't able to get the whole way around it, so it's going to be Poke Ninja trying to make it dangerous off the backboard yet again. It's going to be sent to the side here. Let's see. What do you think? Can Aluminum do it? Can they get one on the board?
Oh, maybe not. If Sugar Biscuit has something to say about it, good save from display. And Ewu, another center. Pass coming out. Sentinel gets bumped by Poke Ninja. Now be on display, has a lot of space, has one to beat, gets a 50 going out. A touch over to the right wall. It goes back to the middle. Poke Ninja will get a touch. He might get a second touch in. Oh, what a save coming out from Sentinel. As he gets a second touch. Be on display off the corner. Is this an opportunity for Aluminum right now? But no, nobody was there. Time expires. We will finish with a 2-2 series as Antimatter will take this game 4. But what a series this was, Crop.
Yeah, absolutely. Way to go. GG's to both Antimatter and Aluminum. Good series there. And I mean, what a back and forth affair coming out. The game 1 overtime winner for Antimatter. Aluminum comes out and absolutely slaps them with the 5-0. And then somehow Antimatter able to regain in that game 4, come back and just eke out that victory. Well played from both teams tonight and well played from the wheelchair